Your television might be the most expensive thing in your living room, yet somehow it still feels like the weakest link in your setup. You pay premium money for a beautiful OLED panel, but the software inside feels slow, cluttered with ads, and constantly watching what you stream. Before we dive deeper, subscribe for more informative videos, as I work hard to gather useful information for you, and in return you just hit the bell icon button. And that is exactly why the 2026 Apple TV leaks are getting so much attention right now. Not because of flashy marketing terms like 8K, but because it looks like Apple is trying to turn the streaming box into something much bigger, almost like a control center built to outlast the smart TV era itself. Fresh supply chain rumors suggest Apple is planning to place an A19 class chip inside the next Apple TV, the same level of silicon expected in their flagship phones. That is serious computing power for a device whose main job is playing movies and shows. This is not just about pushing pixels. If these leaks are accurate, Apple is signaling that pure streaming hardware is no longer enough. The conversation around 8K feels like a distraction anyway. The market for 8K displays remains small, native content is nearly non-existent, and streaming platforms are unlikely to absorb the enormous bandwidth costs required. This hardware is not being built just for video playback. It looks like it is being built for computation. The real shift appears to be on-device intelligence. Reports mention a stronger focus on local AI processing, which could allow voice commands and smart home interactions to happen directly on your device instead of relying entirely on cloud servers. Imagine a version of Siri that actually understands context because the heavy processing is happening right in your living room. Apple may be overbuilding the hardware today so it can support a larger home operating system tomorrow, something rumored for years but never fully realized. The ambition is clear, but it comes with an obvious downside: price. You simply cannot put advanced 3nm silicon and generous memory into a small box and sell it cheaply. Expectations are already pointing toward a higher starting price, possibly pushing the Apple TV into the same territory as entry-level gaming consoles. And once a product enters that price range, users naturally expect more than streaming. That brings gaming back into the conversation. Yes, Apple gaming rumors appear every few years, but this time the hardware would actually be capable. On paper, an A19 level chip could outperform certain dedicated gaming devices, complete with advanced graphics features. The challenge, as always, is not power but content. Without major studios bringing real AAA titles, all that performance risks becoming an expensive demonstration of potential rather than a true gaming platform. One leaked feature that feels surprisingly practical is local user profiles handled at the hardware level. It sounds simple, but it solves a problem most households quietly struggle with. Different family members watch completely different genres, and recommendation systems quickly become chaotic. If profiles can exist locally without constant cloud logins, that adds both convenience and privacy. And privacy seems to be a central part of Apple's pitch. While other platforms monetize viewing habits, Apple appears to be leaning into the idea that users will pay more for a device that keeps their data inside the home. On the other side of the market, Android-based streaming boxes are taking almost the opposite approach. Instead of building a polished walled environment, manufacturers are focusing on raw flexibility. Leaks hint at powerful Snapdragon chips, active cooling systems, expanded codec support, and deeper customization. These devices are designed for users who run media servers, stream from local storage, or want full control over their entertainment setup. Better controller integration, stronger emulation options, and smoother PC game streaming suggest Android boxes are positioning themselves as versatile home hubs rather than locked ecosystems. There are even rumors about returning features like HDMI input pass-through, allowing one device to sit on top of consoles or cable boxes and unify everything under a single interface. It is a very different philosophy. Apple builds a refined fortress, while Android builders create an open workshop. Each approach serves a different type of user, and 2026 may be the year that contrast becomes impossible to ignore. So where does that leave you? The upcoming Apple TV looks like it will be premium, private, powerful, and extremely smooth, but also expensive and tightly controlled. It is likely designed for people who want their tech to simply work without constant tweaking. The new generation of Android hardware will probably be less polished, but far more flexible, appealing to power users who enjoy customization and ownership over every setting and feature. If the A19 leak turns out to be true, it suggests Apple is worried that streaming devices are becoming commodities. When cheaper sticks can already deliver solid 4K playback, the company needs a new reason to justify higher prices. Over-engineering the hardware may be their answer. Whether that extra power translates into truly useful local AI and smarter home integration remains the big question. Until we see that vision fully realized, the safest advice remains simple. Buy a great display for the picture quality, not for the software built into it, and choose the ecosystem that matches how you actually use your living room. I will keep following supply chain updates because if this launches early in 2026, the current generation could lose relevance very quickly. And if you want the latest updates, especially around performance and thermal design, stay tuned, because I am still not fully convinced a fanless A19 box will run as cool as Apple hopes. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.